Lovely. Thanks a million, Jackie. Okay, what is on the menu? We'll just start with a little wrist warm up, guys, to pop onto hands and knees. And when you're ready, we'll go 10 forward wrist rocks. 2, 3, 4. Big push through the scaps. Rotate those elbows back so you're fully extended in the arm. Lovely. Once you've hit your 10th rep, guys, just hang out leaning forward for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Just sit back and give me 10 wrist rolls. 5 in each direction. Lovely. Taking fingers facing your knees. We'll go 10 backward wrist rocks. Again, pressing through the palm of the hand and a nice straight elbow. And on your 10th rep, just lean back into that stretch and hold for 10 seconds. You can even sway gently left to right here. You might notice one wrist is a little bit tighter than the other. Lovely. And then sit your butt back again, make a fist and give me 10 fist rolls. 5 in each direction. Not sure if you guys can hear that racket. That's Louis outside. Very nice, guys. So I'm going to take fingers facing knees again, but turn palms to sky. And I'm just going to do 5 elbow rotations here. So turning my elbows out and then turning them back to face my knees. Or 5 to 10. Good. Then I want you to lock those elbows facing back and give me 10 backward rocks here. Nice and gentle. Very nice. And when you've done 10, just sit back for me and shake out the wrists, all directions up and down. Whew. Feel a bit weak after that. All right, guys, we're going to do a little strength piece. I'm going to give you 3 movements, and we're just going to complete it twice. So one new one, but the rest of them you should know. So it's going to be 10 leg lifts in all 3 positions. So I'm going to give you a demo here first, and then I'll let you guys go off in your own time. So your 10 leg lifts will be 10 on the left, 10 on the right, and 10 together. Then you're going to come over to your knee push-ups. So again, take your knees a little bit closer to your hands, trying to keep shoulder over elbow over wrist here. And we're only bending at the elbow to tip our heads and come back up again. So 10 knee push-ups. If these are super easy, guys, you can do your pike push-ups instead. So very same setup, but on your toes, coming forward and down, back and up. I'm not going to lie, that was a really hard rep. Whew. You can, again, my feet were very close to my hands, so you can move them back to make that easier. So 10 of those as well. You can do a mix or a combo between those 2 movements. And then your last one, guys, I actually had my bench there to demo, and now my laptop is on the bench. But I'll just show you, you can use any kind of a surface top, kitchen chair, countertop if you have it, and we're going to add in some dips today. So this is, as you can see, about hip height. It's fine. Anything lower will make it harder. So just take those hips off. You can keep the knees bent to keep it easier. You're going to try and dip shoulders down to elbow level and push back to the top. All right, so my legs are doing some of the work to make it harder. Straighten those legs. As you come down, guys, you want to try and keep your hips back towards whatever you're using and not out in front. If you have this space here, it means your legs are doing too much of the work. Okay, so dipping down and up for 10 reps. Do you all have something for your dips nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, T. So again, just watch the setup, and I'll come over and watch you guys. I'll just give you the bent leg again. So I'm going to try and keep my hips in line with that surface, so they're coming straight up and down. And getting as much shoulder extension, and by that I mean dipping as low as you can till you feel a stretch, and pushing up again. All right, guys, so we're going to go 10 of each of those. The leg lifts, of course, you do 10 on each, 10 right, 10 left, 10 together. And then you have your 10 push-ups and your 10 dips. And we're going to go through 2 rounds. You guys can start, and I'm going to just observe here, make sure we're all in good form and quality. Off you go. T, can you sit up as tall as you can for me and maybe reach those hands forward a little bit? Not too far, you don't have to overreach. And now give me as much tension as you can in that leg. Point the toe, squeeze the quad. Lovely, T. Very nice. Good, Donal. Beautiful, Jackie. So remember, the more tension you create in that leg, guys, the easier it's going to be to do those leg lifts. Very nice. With those knee push-ups, guys, you can start kind of in a forward angled position. So with your shoulders leaning forward. Nice, Jackie. They look really good. Super, Donal. And actually, for both the push-ups and the dips, think about drawing your elbows together as you move through the rep.
Jane, my Wi-Fi cut out for a bit. For the pike push-ups, we could do it from the knee or standing up. Was that the...
Yeah, you can do a mix. You can do 5 knee and 5 pike push-ups. Very nice, Teresa. If you can, to lean forward at the top, and so bring your shoulders forward here and have that your starting position. There you go. And just push back to there. Beautiful, T. Really nice. Lovely, Donal. Good extension at the top. And these are tough, guys. If you need to break them up, you can give yourself as much rest between the reps as you need. Nice, Alex. And just think of drawing those elbows together as you drop the hips. Beautiful. Good depth in that shoulder extension as well. Nice, Donal. Keep the hips back towards your object. Lovely. And good depth as well, Donal. Super, Jackie. Good, Jackie. They look easy. I don't think you have space to extend the legs though, do you? No, that's okay. Lovely, guys. And you can break up those dips. Now, Teresa, I'm going to get you to try and take your fingers facing forward on the radiator if that's possible. Good. And get your palm up on top of the radiator. So your knuckles are coming over the edge. You can bring your knuckles over the edge and thumb forward. There you go, right there. Back a little bit. Perfect, right there, yeah. And lovely. Now bend the knees for me on this first rep, T. Bring your hips back to the radiator. Walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. There you go, and back up again. And just come. So do you see the way you're falling forward there? I want you to keep your elbows stacked over your wrists. So try not to let them lean forward. There you go. To there and up again. Perfect, T. Good positioning. Now, if you can straighten the legs. But try to keep those hips back as you drop down. They can come forward at the top. Yes, there you go. Now you can make any adjustments because I'm just making adjustments as I see, but you can go by feel. Nice, T. Really good position in the bottom. Good job, Tatiana. So good.
They're tough enough when you're doing them right.
So did that help, T?
Yeah, no, it did.
Yeah. So again, that radiator might be slightly high to get you into good position, but the most important part, and you are doing it, is that at the bottom, all our angles are correct. So my hips are back. So you can see my elbows are over my wrists, shoulders are in line with my elbows, and then my hips are directly below my shoulders. So once you're hitting this position, either with a straight leg, if my legs are straight, I'll have to bring my hips forward at the top, but I can drop them back. And sometimes the easiest way can be to get into this position. So this is where you're finishing, and then bring the legs out because you know where they'll be placed then. Or you can keep them bent. Yeah, super. Yeah, dips can be performed in all funny sorts of ways. That's a great position at the bottom, T. So 2 rounds, Donald. Have you 2 rounds done? Oh, slacking off. Alex, can you get your fingers facing forward there? I know that chair is narrow. Lovely. And again, guys, if you are doing a straight leg, your hips might come forward at the top of the rep, but you're just looking to have them back in front of the object at the bottom of the rep. Nice, Alex. I have a tough session planned for you guys today. That's actually good wrist strength as well, those dips.
Is this not it? Are we not done after this now?
I have a little kind of endurance pyramid to put you guys through. Really nice tea. Tatiana, can you do what Mummy's doing? She's checking everyone out. Okay, nice, Jackie, with straight legs there. Hopefully that surface is hard enough for your wrists. Lovely. Perfect. It's allowing you to get enough depth anyway. Good, Donald. And just think as well, Donald, with those reps, sometimes I think because we're so CrossFit conditioned, we try and go fast, but think of gymnastic stuff as going through your stuff a little bit slower. So always kind of with a bit of tempo, which means more awareness, more control. More bang for your buck. There you go. Very nice. And it does make it that bit harder. Nice, T. This is a great shoulder stretch as well for your shoulder extension. Alrighty. Super work, guys. So as you're finishing up, we're going to make our way through 3 progressions next. It'll start with your hold, and then we'll go into moving reps of whatever that movement was. So we'll have our knee on elbows, our tuck position, and our straight leg position. First thing, guys, I'm going to ask everybody is 60 seconds knees on elbows. away from the wall if you can, and as close to 60 seconds as possible. So get your good base set up. Nice triangle position. Walk those feet up. Knee to elbow. Pulling your heels to your butt cheeks. Pressing into the ground. And as you're here, guys, I want you to think about feeling the weight on your head and then taking more weight back into your hands. If you can see, I have a lot of weight on my head here. And now I kind of make it more 50-50 by leaning back into my hands. So while you're up there, just something to think about. Where is the weight? Is it distributed 50-50 between hands and head, or are you more head heavy, which is what we don't want. We want a mixture of both. Okie doke, let me get my timer on. So as close to 60 seconds as possible, guys. Remember to draw those shoulders away from your ears. Getting set up, and clock is on. If you're already started, you can, of course, good. And just for good measure, guys, I want you to point the toes and think about pulling your heels nice and close to your butt cheeks. Nice, and keeping that weight evenly distributed, 50% in your hands. So if you need to shift your hips towards your hands, and avoiding all that weight coming down on top of your head. So that's 30 seconds already. Beautiful, guys, so much control. Really, really good. Fantastic. We're going to go for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, guys. An easy minute for all of you, it looks like. Well done. All right, so as you guys rest, our next one then, of course, is going to be from knees to elbow into our tuck position, remembering all that pelvic rocks that we focused on last week. So you're really focusing on your start position, your hips will be tucked, and then you're going to turn your tailbone to the sky, tuck it under, and tailbone to the sky. If you can do your pelvic rock in your headstand, that's what will move your knees off your elbows. So coming back to this position, I'm going to turn my tailbone to the sky and tuck it under. Pelvic tilt. Okay. And that will control where my legs are going. So when you're ready, guys, in your own time, 10 slow and controlled knee lifts. And again, think of keeping those heels pulled to your butt cheeks. That will help. And point the toes. Nice, Donal. If you can get 10 all in a row, even better. If you need to break it up, that's fine. Super. And just focus on that pelvic tilt, T. See if you can bring knees to elbows at the bottom. So really pull those hips down. There you go, T. Yeah, and not too high. Just slightly turn the hips. Really good, T. God, I'm just thinking of you a couple of weeks ago where you really struggled with this. And now look at you. Woo, Jackie. You okay? Excellent, guys. Now, you okay, Jackie?
No, I'm fine. I only fell because she keeps crawling underneath me. I'm like,
guys, in between these, because we're spending a lot of time, so you can do some wrist rolls, or even more importantly, some neck rolls as I do your demos. All right. And if anything's becoming too much on the neck or the wrists, just take a break. So next one then, guys, we are going for our knee tuck. So we're going to come into that anterior pelvic tilt. So lifting tailbone to the sky. And I want a nice tight tuck if you can. So from here, coming up, knees and heels together, pull your heels to your bum. And I really want you to feel your shoulders working here. So I want you to really push into those hands. And that's going to control. I don't want you to come all the way to your head. That way you can fall over. So you're going to keep your hips almost on this side. to the point where you can actually feel your arms shaking. All right, so again, just awareness, where is your weight? And if it's really head heavy, if you can slightly lean into those hands and make your triceps and shoulders do the work. All right, so clock is on. Perfect. Beautiful, T. Really, really good position with the back. Alex, I'm going to ask you to bring knees together if you can. Point the toes. Beautiful, lovely, Donal. Fantastic, Jackie. So guys, if your hands are getting an easy job here, see if you can shift weight towards your hands and make them work. Maybe they'll start to shake a little bit. We're over halfway. This one's a bit tougher. Try and stick with me. If you do need to come down, maybe come knees to elbow. We have another 20 seconds. Good, Alex, okay. Fantastic, ladies. That is excellent. We're in our last 10 seconds. Amazing. Breathing, relaxing. 3, 2, 1, and done. Super work. All right, we're 26 minutes. I didn't mean to run out of time today. We'll get this much done though, at least. All right, guys, next one, we are going tuck to pike. So I'm not sure if we've done this exact one yet. So from that position, I'm going to ask you to extend to your handstand or headstand and back down again. So for 10 reps, coming from here, up to headstand, back down, up to headstand, back down. Okay, this will challenge your stability and control. So think about moving the legs slowly, pause at the top, squeeze your glutes, and slowly bringing those knees back to your chest. We go for 5 to 10 reps here, whatever you can manage. And again, you can do it in smaller sets. If it's a new move for you guys, maybe just do 2. Good, T. Remember not to overshoot your heels. So you don't want to send your heels past your head. Think about sending them straight up. Watch, okay, so just watch where those heels are going, Jackie. Think of ending in a hollow position. So slightly with toes in the middle of your head and hands at the top. Nice, T, good save. Okay, good, Alex, very nice. Watch that overarch, guys. Watch those heels. So again, and if that's hurting the neck, so I'd rather see you undercook it and end up with your feet falling to the floor than putting your heels over your head and falling on the wall. Because eventually when you're not working with the wall, you don't want to be landing flat on your back. So try and bring your awareness to keeping on the toe side, we'll say. Don't let those heels, keep your tummy crunched. Better, Alex. Donal, you're crushing it. Super work, guys. Hiya, Jenny.
Hi, sorry I missed the class. I actually just couldn't come inside.
Oh, brilliant. Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, it was just so lovely out.
Super control, Jackie. Well done. All right, guys. Now, my next one was for you guys to hold in headstand. I'm going to skip that one, and I want to just bring you guys all to the challenge of your lower. So it's either going to be a pike lower or a straddle lower. It's up to you. So again, we're working with, as those feet come to the ground, think at the top we're tucked, and as your feet come down, you're going to be sticking your tailbone back or towards the wall. All right, so you're coming into your headstand position, and then we're going to lower. And as I do, I'm going to stick my tailbone towards the wall. You can see here it keeps me balanced, and see if you can control those toes all the way to the floor. All right, and I want you to give me 5 leg lowers. All right, I showed you there in the pike, guys. A straddle is slightly easier if you want to come wide and then the feet down. And I'm talking 10-second tempo, guys. So you want to be counting slowly down from 10 as you lower those feet. Nice, Alex. So remember, we're sticking that tailbone towards the wall to keep us balanced as those stick the hips back, Alex. Good. Really pressing into the hands. Nice, T. Good, Alex. Really nice. Control them. You got halfway. Super, T. And so, guys, that challenge in the lower half. So T and Alex, you did really well. You got to focus on really sticking those hips back. And because of your legs on the other side, it will counterbalance you.
I just couldn't get them back up once they were down.
No, don't worry about going up, Alex. I just want you to focus on the 10-second tempo to the floor, and then you can reset at the top.
Well, then I did it.
Kina, just give me 2 minutes.
That was good.
Nice, Jackie. And if you can go straight back up, Jackie, beautiful. Give me some tension in those legs. Squeeze your quads. All right, Alex, here we go. Squeeze those quads for me, Alex. Good, slow, slow. Try and get this lower half. Slow, very nice. It's still a little bit fast to the very bottom. So a bit more work to do there. Very nice, Teresa. Super T, super, really good position. Wow, yes, nailed it. Lovely, Donal. I'd also like to see it slow down in that second half as well.
Why can't I love my handstands as much as I love the headstands?
Well, you're just so good at the headstands now, T.
One day.